welcome back to The Gloves Are Off. We continue with Dump and Change. Remember, if you guys do not like a topic, you can dump it and change and move on to the next one. First up, though, we've got to start this segment off on a sad note. Rick Rippon was found dead in his Alberta home yesterday. This is the second unfortunate passing of an NHLer within this offseason. First, we had to deal with Derek Bugard, and now this. Is this a sign? They're calling, this death not suspicious, but is this a reminder that there's something else going on with these players that warrants maybe more attention? Is there stuff being swept under the rug? What's your gut reaction? You guys, Brian, you're pretty passionate about this in the commercial break, but is it, are you hesitant to say something because of the circumstances?
It's hard to say because usually with the NHL they kind of know if a player's in trouble or whatever. They tend to know. It gets out through the team or through the press. Took 2 leaves of absences over 3 years too. Yeah. For personal reasons. Those reasons obviously never disclosed. Right.
But is your gut reaction that maybe there was? I don't like to use the word suicide. I don't mean to be preemptive, but is that what comes to mind? Do you think it was drugs? Do you think it was alcohol? Do you think it was steroids?
You might get to answer this question if she stays quiet for a second, but go ahead.
Yeah. No, it's hard to say.
I'm leading the witness.
It's hard. It's really hard to say. The Cardinals pitcher Darryl Carl, he was found dead in his hotel room one day too, and it's really hard to say what's going on. There's a lot of pressure on those guys too to perform and to be ready for the seasons too, so they can stay in the lineup.
But this guy seemed like he had so much to look forward to: a new season in Winnipeg, a new deal.
But the NHL is very well aware. No matter what they want will say, we didn't know this, we didn't know that. They're very well aware of. It comes right to mind John Cordick, who I played with and knew very well.
Okay.
And you know what? Everybody knew what his problem was, but it was back in that day. It was kind of pushed to the side because of the rules that were in place. You couldn't say too much about what a kid was doing to ruin his career. So where's it come to now? I think they knew about it. I think the kid went out and did, and his family went out and did. And I will first of all would like to say that's what a tragedy. But to sit and speculate, was it this, was it that?
Yeah.
I don't think that. I think this was maybe a little different than Darren's incident. I think that there was a depression from what I'm hearing, and it was 2 years of him really working on it. And I saw his sports this morning. I saw his last interview that he said, I'm in a good place now.
Yeah.
I've got my problems worked out. So something triggered something again, and we're not going to know until they want to let it out. And I don't think this one's ever going to come out, Carly. I think this one's going to be put to sleep real quick.
Okay. All right. Well, we will move on then with Jump and Change. NFL versus the CFL. Obviously, we're still in preseason mode for the NFL, but I happened to watch the Monday Nighter last night. I'm just going to say it. I wasn't happy with what I saw. The game playing, the laughing, the joking, the players doing the peekaboo, Mark Sanchez, and whoever else he was messing around with on the sidelines. I wasn't impressed. There are guys out there fighting for a spot on this team, and I wasn't impressed with what I saw. So where do you guys stand on the NFL? Am I out of line? Call me out if you want to. Go ahead.
No, I don't really like how many games there are. I'd rather see them extend the regular season, right? But after you watch about the first 2 or 3 series, it's pretty much ho-hum for me watching an NFL preseason game.
But what bothers you more, what you see on the field or what you see going on the sideline? Because for me, that's what bothered me was, the joking, the laughing.
Yeah, but you know what? Watching an NFL preseason game is don't watch the first quarter. That's as simple as I can tell you. Don't watch the first quarter because that's the only time they put their starters in preseason. And then they pull them. And then I don't care what they're doing. They already know where they stand. All right, but they're there.
But Brian, if you're one of those guys like Garrett McIntyre, played for the Ticats last year, came out last night, 2 sacks. And I got to sit there and watch Mark Sanchez and whoever else play peekaboo on the sideline.
Well, you know what? But at the end of the day, they already know where they are. Watch the football game, the 3 quarters they're playing with guys fighting for their spots.
That's what I'm saying.
So I'm not, if a guy's playing peekaboo on the thing and a camera person is going in on that looking for more news or something, let's talk about how Carly brings it up. It's like, whoa, what a big deal. We're making a big deal out of him playing. Who cares if he plays?
I'm making a big deal out of it.
You know what? It's not a big deal to me. Yeah, should he show a little more professionalism? Yes. Yeah. But on the same token,
argument.
You probably are. But I still think that I actually going to go against the NFL. I'd rather watch the CFL preseason game because they seem to really look.
You're lucky you said that.
That they're fighting. You can see them fighting for their spots. But when you're sitting there paying a quarterback $5 million and he plays the first quarter and it's only the second or third game, you're not too worried about it. Like, talk about him and Ryan wanting to punch each other out. That's even a better story.
Okay, we'll move on then. Sidney Crosby, I guess it's kind of good news for the Edmonton Oilers. It looks like he might not be ready for training camp, which means he's still questionable for the first game of the season when the Oilers open. Is this concussion syndrome? Are you thinking, maybe Sidney Crosby's going to bring some new light into this whole head hit scenario, or are you just tired of it?
Yeah, no, I think he will, being his prestige as a as an NHL star. I think it will, and for sure. I mean, if he's, as far as the Penguins are concerned, if he's not ready to go, by all means, at the beginning of the season, like, big deal. There's bigger fish to fry when you get down to the crunch time at the end of the year, and you lose Sidney Crosby, and you can pretty much count out the Penguins.
Yeah.
So I think he's definitely gonna probably.
Are you
help
laughing?
to-
I thought you were laughing. Does
No,
he play?
no, no,
Does
no.
he play or not? Yes or no?
Oh, he's going to play, but not
When?
in preseason. I don't think.
Not in
They're
the
not going
preseason?
to push him.
Will he be ready for October 9th? Will you see him in the lineup?
Doubtfully.
You think he'll be in the lineup?
Arguably, though, Carly, best player in the game, is going to make statements, and they're going to take it seriously.
Yeah,
For sure.
Okay.
No,
Do
I
you
don't-
think
I-
he'll be in the lineup?
I don't think he's gonna play if he's showing symptoms.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
They
I
won't
don't-
let him play.
I don't see why they would let him.
Well, speaking
there's no
of playing,
reason to.
I have to cut you guys off because we're out of time, but we do get to play Who Am I? That's coming up next
That's
on
because
the
you
Glove Box.
talk too much, and we didn't get it.